let's talk Audi A4 B7 air intake. Okay, this is sort of what the stock intake looks like. I have some minor changes to it, and this is all loose right now. That's why it's looking the way it does. But anyway, air comes in here. Okay, goes through this channel or this plasticky thing here. You might have a filter here that takes care of debris. And let me lift this, and then there's actually another air channel from within the fender here, and you can see it here in the air box right there. Put this aside, you actually have an air intake channel here in the side as well, so at the front and from within the fender. You then have this big air box thing with a little bit of heat shield on it, just next to the turbo, and the MAF housing sits here. Taking that aside, so this is the way it looks. MAF housing, a bit of a screen there, 65 something, 67 millimeter inner diameter, I think. And there's, OEM, there's going to be a plastic or kind of hard rubber corrugated kind of hose here. This one is aftermarket, so possibly that's a little bit of an improvement in performance. Now what I want to do is I want to get rid of this hose thing. It hasn't happened, but potentially this could deflate under heavy boost. Still to find out. But I also want to increase the diameter here going into the turbo. So let me pull this aside. Ditch it there. Okay. And so turbo inlet, right? Airbox, take this aside as well. I'm not gonna throw this though. Okay. Gentle. Here we go again. Okay. So this area right here, still have an air opening there, still have one in the fender. We've got the turbo. This is a KO4 hybrid. It's going to generate a lot of heat, but we have quite some real estate here. So what I want to do is I want to get a hard pipe here and kind of, so this is what my kind of side project looks like at the moment. Seat it like this. Actually, let's get a reducer. Here's currently I'm using a rubber, silicone reducer, so it takes it from 3 inches to, I don't know, 2.5 or 2.75. Here, put that on the turbo, like so, and here's my little creation. It's pretty much just a bend, and then I've welded on a MAF sensor bung essentially, and then you have this nice BMZ dual cone air filter. And the idea here is that, okay, I have 2 inlets, right? So I want to put it somewhere here, suck air from this guy, and then ideally I want to grab a bunch of air from here. So obviously this is not gonna deform under boost. You're going to have a lot of heat coming on here. You're going to have radiation heat, radiating heat this way. So probably we're gonna need a heat shield of sorts at the very least, coming from here with the cutout, and maybe closing here. And then ideally I want to still route air from the front of the car, right? So maybe we'll cut this guy up, put it back like so. A bit ugly. I think the way it sits now on the reducer, it's a little bit too tall to also add this kind of routing here. So we're gonna pull that, put that aside for a bit. Nah, like like that. And yeah, I will probably have to, take another couple of inches off of the pipe so that it sits more like this, right? So further down, still gonna be in the direction of this inlet, and we'll have enough height or clearance here rather, so that we could also put this guy back on and get some air dumped right here. And then again, we'll have to figure out some kind of heat shielding here. So that's the idea right now. Let me know what you guys think. And obviously, or maybe that's not obvious, but the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with the stock intake, do some logs, see what kind of air we can get into the engine, and then install this guy. Once it's finished, do some logs again, and then finally over here we have this air straightener or MAF straightener, right? So we're gonna put that somewhere here inside the pipe and see if that improves the readings at all. Okay, so that's the idea. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.